This video was so interesting. I didn't know anything before to watch this video. I didn't know anything about neuroplastics, but it was a very interesting topic. I realized that, and it includes all the things that belongs to the brain. Well, the most important things that belongs to the brain, because according to the to this speaker and to this girl, our brain is always changing. Well, all the things that we learn, our brain is always changing. And even when we are racing and we think that our brain is not working, even in those cases, our brain is working yet. And it could say that in some the girl also explained some needs of the that we have of the brain. That one of them was that when we are sleeping, our brain is not working. But in those cases, our brain is still working because through sleeping we learn also. What do you think about it?
Okay. For me, it's interest about this video, the neuroplastics, because the brain research is going to better understand human psychology, and also they consider what makes and who are yes who we are. It is important to know what process occurring with a word brain has with the happening of the years of the brain exchange or not. In many cases, the we of the lives and other concepts of the about the brain. The in other case is the most excellence of the is more in interest the how the change the brain, how knowledge and yes what is knowledge and the transformers of the discovery that the age of learning of new factor skills to change. And the other is the sometimes we the what is the process in your brain. This is a neuroplastic. This.
Okay, yes, I agree, and your idea. And for me, I understand about the video is the brain can have the three form of the chains to support um, the learning, and the fears is through the chemical signal that can help the to brain to have the more concentration. And the second is by the alterings in the structure during the learning. The brain can change the connection and and the and between the physical neurons of the brain and this taking the little longer and for better ability. And the other form is the when the brain learn through the process such as in the physical, the piano, guitar, or the other thing. Learning the activities that is the never forget, or also of this the dawn of the long term where the brain supports long term memory. The brain make long term or physical change and short term chemical change. It is the about the video.
Yes, Alicia, you have a told us a good points. So according to the video, um, the research explained about the neuroplastic, and so it's so interesting for us because she mentioned that the neuroplastic is a process, and the people can change our brain when we learn some new. For example, we don't we don't we don't just focus in one thing because our brain shape in that way, but we need to learn another things, yes, to to develop our brain. The research had mentioned that when we learn a new thing, we develop some abilities, some skills, but at the same time we forget another things that we could do. But is but the neuroplastic process is it is the way that we can learn a new thing, but at the same time we learn another thing that we can forget that. I I can understand about it. I don't know if you are agree with me.
Yes, you're correct, Fabricio. And this video it was so interesting because, as you say, and as the rest of our partners say, she explains how our brain is changing through our learning. And as Alicia says, there was three types of changes in our brain: physical change, chemical change, and what was the another one? Please, can you remind me?
A process, process change, process through the process, and finally
Yeah,
form.
yeah, those kind of change. Now I had one question. I don't know if you remember that that's me this myth that we just use or the 10% of our brain. Now, taking into consideration the things that we seen in this video, do you think that this affirmation that we use just the 10% of our brain is correct?
Could you mind repeating that your question? I can understand very well.
I think Emily understand my question. Can you answer the question, please, Emily?
I don't know, remember exactly what percent there.
Okay, I say that taking into consideration the things that we've seen in the video, do you still believe in that we just use the 10% of our brain? Because some people believe that, and according to this video, I think it's not true. What do you think about it?
I don't know if I'm right about you said, but we can use a part of our brain, but it's not totally. But as the research mentioned, that it is a long process to develop our some skills. I don't know if I replay your question.
Okay, well, the researchers said it's a long process, but to develop our skills, not develop the brain. Well, also develop the brain learning, but we to learn we use the total capacities of our brain. Obviously, it's a long process, as you say, Marlon. It's a long process to develop in the all the capacities, but in there what I wanted to say is that it was a myth that people should use to believe that we use just the 10% of our brain. But according to the video, the things that we've seen in the video, that is not true because we use the total percent, the 100% of our brain to learn and do the things that we do.
All right, I understand. I get it now.
I think the question wasn't totally clear for you. I'm sorry. Well, this video was so interesting and thanks for your ideas, guys.
Okay.
Let me stop recording and